Well, welcome to Sunday. Let's see what's going on. Let's do this first, get it out of the way, and then we'll be able to see what's happening. Okay, NFL, Week 16 of 18. Falcons destroy the Giants. The Lions destroy the Bears. Cardinals, Panthers. Now there's an interesting game. But we're going to take the Cardinals. And obviously the Rams are going to destroy the Jets. The Eagles are going to destroy the Commanders. And the Bengals should get a win over the Browns. Yes, okay. Over the weekend, let's see. Yesterday the Chargers, or the day before, Thursday night, the Chargers beat the Broncos. Yesterday the Chiefs beat the Texans. Those games, and the Ravens-Steelers games, were unavailable on any TV unless you had Game Pass, which I did, which helped. Alright, where are we at? Okay, Browns beat, okay. Wow. I'm going to take the Titans over the Colts. There's something wrong there. Vikings beat the Seahawks. The Bills take the day off but still beat the Patriots. I think the Jags will beat the Raiders. I think the 49ers will beat the Dolphins. And let's see. The Cowboys. No, I'm going to take Tampa over the Buccaneers over the Cowboys, just simply because I like the team. Nothing to do with anything that I know. And the Packers should beat the Saints. And then we have Christmas Day, which again, I think you have to have Netflix to see these games. The Chiefs should beat the Steelers. It's going to be a tough one. Ravens will beat the Texans. Then on Thursday, Seahawks beat the Bears, Chargers beat the Patriots, and then Saturday, we'll talk about that next week. Okay? All right. That takes care of that. Okay. Now, I don't know whether you've heard the latest news, but IVANKA Trump's daughter, who was a big part of the administration the last time around, is not moving to Washington. She's going to take care of her kids, which is a great idea. I hope she does it. You know, her mother was a good mom, and I think she should be a good mom too. Unfortunately, she's like her mother. She married a egotistical freak. So we'll wait and see what happens there with them staying in Florida the whole time. I got a bad feeling about Trump lately because he's not in the public eye that much. I think they are scared of him. I think they are worried about his mental stability, and I got a problem with him being president and Elon being by his side, you know. Here's an example of what I think is probably a bad decision on his part. He's talking about taking back the Panama Canal. Now, as life moves on, everything that we do is designed to speed delivery of items. The Panama Canal is not fast by any stretch of the imagination. The Panama Canal is what the super tankers use and everything else. And some of the tankers that they have cannot go through the Panama Canal. My brother was captain of one of those tankers. He had to go around the tip of South America to get in there. So, made oil going to the Pacific very expensive. What they used to do on the Pacific side was they would bring up the oil from Saudi Arabia, wherever, and they would drop it off in Los Angeles at, I forget, the port of Los Angeles, some shipyard. There's a big oil dump there, and then they would take it down. And my brother got to be a captain of a vessel that went from LA to Panama, or there's another city, another country down there that they went to too, on the southwestern side of South America. And then they came back up empty. They took, that's just what they did, or they brought oil back from one of the countries down there, whatever was going on, But that's done. I don't think taking back the Panama Canal accomplishes anything. He says it's because China's got a big influence down there. Let China fix the damn thing the next time something bad happens down there, okay? All right. It was closed for a couple of months, I think, a year or two ago or something like that, because of a ship got stuck in there. Yeah, let's China worry about that next time, okay? Oh, Musk is going to love this one. Tesla has been named by some motor vehicle association statistic and everything like that as the deadliest brand in America. Isn't that great? Look, personally, I don't want a car that drives itself. I liked driving when I drove, you know. I would be even more terrified down here if the car didn't have a driver in it. The way humans drive down here. That's one of the reasons I don't drive. My reflexes can't keep up with the people down here, and my legs don't work good enough for the standard transmission, and automatic transmissions cost a fortune down here. Although they're becoming more popular every day. But the problem with them is down here is the price of gasoline and the income that you're making don't coincide with each other. All right, gasoline's extremely expensive for the income level that's down here in Colombia anyhow. You know, Venezuela gas is like $1 a gallon or something like that, because Venezuela's got a ton of it sitting under. It's got the largest oil field in the world. Okay, so, but they can't do anything with it because the refineries are all shot to shit because they threw the Americans out, and they've yet to come up with people that can actually fix them and run them properly. So they can't get the production out of that field that they need to put them in the top echelon of economies in the world. But anyhow, Tesla being the deadliest car in the world, I mean, I don't know about some of you. I guess kids today, you know, it's a different story. They like the new gadgets and everything. I mean, if I don't want to drive my car, I'll either take a cab or get a chauffeured limo, you know. I mean, that's just, what the hell, you know. Think about it. How much do you really need the car to drive itself? Why? So you can sit there and do work until somebody, you know, blindsides you from the left or right or something like that, you know. A totally autonomous vehicle is not safe, all right? Not with some of the maniacs that are on the road. I mean, down here, your biggest problem in Colombia is motorcycles. I mean, because we have a climate that everybody has a motorcycle instead of a car. So for every car you see on the road, there's five or six motorcycles around it. So, you know. And you have to worry about trucks and everything else like that. You know, it's I don't know. I think driving helps you think. You know, not to the extent that you abandon thought and you daydream, but it requires you to use your coordination and whatnot. And I think if you just sit there and you go to work and you just sit there, you know, and unless you're in manufacturing, and even in manufacturing you push buttons now. You don't get, there's not as much hands-on work done in manufacturing. And if Musk has his way, he wants AI to run everything, and that's great. Well, how do you pay? What do the people do to earn money? You know, how is somebody gonna? You know, you have to buy the company or something like that. Nothing makes sense anymore. You know, it's stupid that we have an economy based on supply and demand, and if there's no demand, what good does it do if you can produce 20 times the amount of the product? You know, that's the danger with relying on AI, is that AI will take over everything. From what I understand right now, it's capable of reasoning and limited reasoning, and nobody knows how to control that. And what are you going to do? Are you going to go out there and do all the design work? And it'll design its own stuff. When it starts to design and repair itself, then you've got a problem. And by that time, it's too late to do anything about it. So I think, the fact that Tesla's already proven itself to be the deadliest car in America should tell people something, Oh, and I honestly don't care that Musk is going to lose money or something, because he's sucking the government dry. I think he learned that from Trump back in 2016. Trump came out in a much better financial shape than when he went in. Of course, it didn't take him long to fuck everything up again, but that's the way Trump is. He can't. He's like he's like the wife of a millionaire that's from, and the wife is from rural America, and no education or anything like that, and she sees all this money and she spends it. She doesn't have to worry about it because it's there. Well, you got a guy like Musk who's got all this money, mostly from the government. He doesn't care what he does with it. Mostly he doesn't have to care. He's got so much money that I would believe. Now, I may be wrong on this one, but I believe that unless the economy collapses completely and we have a depression, and even then, that's when these guys make more money. I don't think anything can hurt this guy financially. You lose $1 billion, so what? It's not like it's like you and me losing a dime. Who cares? Oh, do I have anything else to talk about today? No, the people are talking about that Trump is already facing his reality that he doesn't have the mandate that he thinks he has. Because half of it's bullshit. I think a lot of it was just drummed up, Now he's got the pollster that he's suing that, because in Iowa, because they said he was going to lose by 3 points, and he won Iowa by about 13 points, I think, or something like that. I don't trust polls anyhow. I don't believe them. There are people that do. There are people that count on them and they vote that way. And that's, and that's why people pay to have polls done. People love to screw with polls nowadays. They love to give the wrong answers. You can't verify the answers. You can't even verify the person is living in that state. You go do a poll in New York City. How many people are there going to vote? Are they from New York or are they from California? You don't know. So the polls are grossly inaccurate to a certain degree, and they say they take that into consideration. And I think nowadays with computers and the instantaneous communication that we have, that they're just useless. They're not valuable. It's like they found one of the reasons that they can't predict winners in a presidential election until the polls in California close, or at least they're not supposed to, because people would start voting for winners in California. If they saw, if California saw what New York was doing, people would just simply vote for the winner, because people like to be associated with winners, not losers. So I think that's what happened this election more than, these people actually support Trump, because I can't believe there are that many crazies in America. Not that they're crazy to support Trump. It's just that you can see now that a lot of people are disappointed. A lot of people are shocked with some of the things he's doing, and some of these whack jobs don't care. And those are the ones that will vote 15 times if they can for Trump. That's just the crazy shit. Okay, football Sunday. I'm going to go watch football. It doesn't start yet, but I got to go get ready for the game and everything, get the house set up, get the TV set up, make sure I have food. All right. So listen, I'll talk to you tomorrow. We can talk about some of the games if you want to or whatever. Oh, by the way, you see that little button down there that says subscribe? If you could click on that, I'd really appreciate it. I've gotten a couple of new subscribers lately, and I'm really happy about that. I don't know that I can't find out how I find out their names, but that's okay. I don't want your name really. I like you to subscribe, and if you want to talk to me, you mention me in the comments or something like that. We'll figure something out so that you can get to talk to me, and we'll try to answer any questions you have about me or whatever. If you're going to say something like, are you fucking crazy? I can tell you right now, probably. I deal with it. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button too. Don't make any money out of it. Okay, all it does is tell YouTube, hey, maybe we can move this guy up a little bit or something because some people seem to like him. That's all. I'm a likable guy. I'm a fat old guy, so what's not to like about a fat old guy? All right, enough. I'm gone. See you tomorrow.